Hey, this is Todd with Gravitate Online. Today I want to talk about SEO automation software. You hear a lot about it in our industry. Reminds me a couple years ago, a colleague of mine before he joined Gravitate, well, as he was leaving the company he was with to join us here, the CEO pulled him aside and said, "You joining an SEO company? Don't you know that SEO is going to all be automated here soon and you're going to be out of a job?" Uh, my colleague kind of scratched his head because he realized that the CEO just didn't have a really good understanding of the industry and what's the difference between a tool and an actual automation software. So I wanted to kind of address that today, using as kind of an example a new research white paper that came out by Forrester Research talking about automation and how it helps scale SEO campaigns. And I do agree that tools definitely help scale, but by no means do I want anyone that follows my blog to think that the SEO tasks have now all been automated. Now, there are different tasks that are going to be involved in an SEO campaign, but there's by no means something you can plug into your website that is going to automatically uh, optimize everything needed to show up in search engines. The graph that I kind of wanted to look at quickly here in the paper that I downloaded off their site was just a graph that compared some of the companies out there, some of the vendors that claim to be automation software providers, and it just does a little comparison on some of their key features. And I hope I can pronounce these right, but Alteryx, Bright Edge, Conductor, Covario, SEO Moz, that's who we use. We actually really love their data, and Yield Software. And so a nice little comparison here. And they bring out some of the key differentiators, which I think is nice, and then what tracking software they integrate with, whether it's Google Analytics, Omniture, WebSphere, Web Trends, anything like that, and then which search engines they support. But I wanted to take just a minute or two and talk about some of their features because it will show what I think some people consider to be automating the SEO process. When you really get into the industry, you realize that really what they're doing is just offering some tools that help out in managing the entire campaign. Very valuable tools, but by no means is it an end all be all to the for an entire SEO campaign, and it's not going to instantly make you start showing up. You kind of set it, forget it type of mentality. By no means do any of these pieces of software do that, but some really good things nonetheless. So this tutorial might be a little bit longer as I kind of walk through some of these, but I wanted to show you some of these. So Alteryx, and I hope I said that right, it says automated SEO solutions, and they really have some nice solutions. As you walk through some of their features, you see what they mean by automation. Now, in just to oversimplify an SEO campaign, you have kind of the research tasks, then you have the actual labor tasks that actually have to be done, and then you have your reporting tasks. And most of these pieces of software are really seem to really help out with the research tasks as well as the reporting tasks. But the real guts, the on-page optimization, the content creation, and the link building, those I've not seen a tool out there that can effectively automate these types of things. There's things that definitely can help, but none that actually automate them. If you have any recommendations, or if you represent a company that claims to do that, please send it my way. I would love to look at it. Anything that can help us here at Gravitate be more efficient, I would love to look at. But just a look at Alteryx kind of demonstrates what I'm talking about here. They talk about their automation features, and actually, they do some of this automated XML sitemap generation. I can get a plugin for a simple WordPress site that will automate an XML sitemap. But that's actually a nice on-page thing that is automated. That's nice. Automated 301 redirects and canonical tags put in there. That's actually a nice automation feature that is considered an on-page type of task. And then they talk about query parameters, automating the normalization of these to help reduce duplicate content. problems. Another fantastic automation feature, and then they call semi-automated page transformation. And this is interesting, where it looks like they give you suggestions and really some recommendation for some titles and H1 and meta tags and things like that. Actually, a step in the right direction. I haven't tested these out to see if they work, but the fact that some of the pieces of software out there are claiming that, hey, we do this, that's actually a step in the right direction for some of those on-page tasks. The rest of the features you'll see are really in the reporting sphere, just showing what work is actually being done, showing where rankings are improving, and tracking that. So it really comes to play on the ranking factors. So a step in the right direction, but again, it's really missing the heart of SEO, which is your link building and your content creation. But I am impressed with the on-page features here. Another one of these Bright Edge that they bring up here, again, talks a lot about the research type of automation, where you're actually looking at competitors with their competitive analysis. They give you some actionable recommendations, some intelligent recommendations up here in this competitive analysis, and then again they go to the reporting. So again, the top end of the strategy and the bottom end of the strategy, and just mainly recommendations in the middle. Conductor, again, they claim complete visibility, which I love in the SEO world, really helping you from the outside looking in, dive in and see what's going on the inside. Research and discovery, again, you see this trend where we're going to help you out with the research, and we're going to help you prioritize and take action on the things that actually require work, and we're going to help report and show report on the success and show ROI for that. Fantastic improvements. Still, though, that the middle guts of SEO aren't being automated. Covario, same type of a thing. As you come down here, it says, hey, we're giving you insight. We're giving you insight. They're they're shedding light on what's going on in the campaign, which is fantastic. Organic Optimizer. This is a feature that seems like they're trying to do maybe some of this on-page optimization, but I really don't know what it entails. I would suspect that it's a series of suggestions and things that you need to go in and actually do yourself. Now, SEO Moz, I love it. They have a nice campaign manager, which is kind of a project manager. The thing I like about SEO Moz, though, is I just really trust their data, and they're really becoming an industry standard. It's just a series of tools that I can utilize. So it'd be like going into a mechanic and saying, great, you've automated the automotive repair tasks. And he'd say, no, I've got a machine that will jack your car, up in the air so I can get underneath it, and I've got some tools here, but I still have to have the know-how to apply and use these tools and actually fix your vehicle. Same kind of example here with SEO. These guys give us the tools. I actually love their tools, and because I really, really trust their data. Another one, Yield Software. It looks like they're really trying to automate the PPC end of it, but you get down into the natural search optimizer, and again, it's best practices. They'll track, they'll monitor. But again, the real heart of the SEO is still missing. So my point is, we're moving really well in the right direction, but we're still a long ways away from having the entire SEO process automated. Again, just to review, you have your research tasks, you have the actual labor tasks, which are your on-page, your content, and your link building, and you have your reporting tasks. Of those three areas, it's the top, the research, and the bottom, the reporting, that are most often automated, while the middle, the on-page, the link building, and the content creation are still the tasks where it really benefits you to get help or learn to do it yourself. So anyway, that's my take on some of the software out there. Again, if you have some suggestions, or you have any piece of software that you think actually automates some of the heart of the SEO campaign, I would love to hear about it. That's Todd for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, just give us a holler here at Gravitate Online. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.